Yeah, for
Time to get serious.
Anyways.
What? I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
Well, this is like this is good. We should start off.
Time to get serious.
From the problem. Alright.
It's about time.
That bitch. Go fucking Boruto, because you're being done. Motherfucker.
On the beach. Get out of here with that. Alright, I'm gonna make it. If somebody wants to land down. Top two water, top five. Yeah, we need food.
I'm gonna kill those.
Let's play it again someday.
But kill these. Oh, wow. There's tons of sheep and cows and everything.
You must die, sheep. Sorry.
Yep. Here's all your stuff, Alex. Boat. Tools. Is that a boot?
Where you coming from? I'll help you.
We got all your
Take care of your light work. Take care of your light work for you. Dad! How did I die? From a punch. Oh, I didn't eat.
Oh, Alex.
Done. Dead.
Okay, well, the good news is I got all your stuff. The bad news is I'm almost there.
I
I
bad
have
news is
all...
I'm on Hell Island. Beat me up, Scotty. I need it now. Thank you. That was
Dig
about
in,
to be
I'll
bad.
grab the bed and the crafting table.
Yeah, no thanks. You might pick all my stuff or no?
Yep, Alex
Yeah,
did.
I got all
Okay,
your stuff.
I got all your stuff, Alex.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Zombie behind you. Fighting them. I'm hitting with a clod of dirt. Got him.
Get in there.
I got everything. I want to get the voice.
So what's
that.
the plan once the sun comes up?
Food.
Sounds like a plan to me.
There's no, we need food. I have some seeds here, but that's not like fast food.
Well, it would be fast food if we had
Oh yeah, anybody?
oatmeal.
I don't.
Oh well, once the sun comes up, we can go and collect.
Oatmeal? No, bone meal.
Oatmeal. Listen, oatmeal. Yeah, I got oatmeal in the cupboard, but I never ate it. I don't know, it's the blueberry muffin.
Wow, cinnamon.
Oh,
I gotta get the cinnamon.
we have those. I have those two maple strange cinnamon or whatever.
Oops, my
I think it's
There you go. Let's go give you some supplies.
You're surprised, bro. Ramp out there. Oh, Optimus Prime is out there waiting around again.
Great. Let me put this right.
He's out there. On this Doku credits, it does. It looks like Optimus Prime. Did you see it in my
Yeah.
last video? Autobots roll out here. I want to go out there and kill him. Take his stuff.
He doesn't have much.
thinking that my footage is probably garbage because my graphics are just completely messed up. I can see all the way down to the
That
bedroom.
happened to me one time, remember? And then Bugsy fixed it for me.
Yeah, you gotta change the setting in NVIDIA.
NVIDIAgarbage.com.
Yeah.
Control panel. Yeah, mine used to do that all the time. You fixed it though.
Well, now it's fixed itself apparently.
There you go. Bugsy, Mr. Minecraft.fixer.com.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Mr. Minecraft Fixer.
No. You're gonna comment like me. I don't know anything about Minecraft.
Be very careful if you plan to go outside this Saturday, June 14th, because there are over 1,500 protests planned all across America. So there's a protest movement called No Kings June 14th Mobilized. This is the same day as Trump's birthday, and this is the same day as the 250th anniversary of the Army, which we're supposed to be having a giant parade in Washington, D.C. on Saturday. And advertisements like this have posted up everywhere. This is in a local newspaper saying, "We are a people of principle. We will not let a king." They're trying to call Donald Trump a king. It says, "Our government is of the people, by the people, for the people." And this one is actually sponsored by Christy Walton, one of the people.
Terrible news that we're getting in this morning. A grim discovery. A 1-year-old baby and a woman were found dead on the south side. Police are near 80th and Campbell right now trying to figure out what happened here. Someone found the woman in a backyard. Police say when firefighters got there, they spotted an open door, and then they found the baby. Police have not said how the two died. Keep it posted.
Recent news. Breaking news. Yesterday morning, an ICE helicopter carrying a bus filled with illegal immigrants to Guantanamo Bay has crashed off the coast of the Palomino Highlands, marking the first incident involving the recently acquired EH-7 Iron Mule. Rescue crews were dispatched to the last known location of the helicopter despite the adverse weather conditions in an effort to retrieve the detainees and crew. However, no survivors made it back to ship.
Take a picture and let TikTok. Very nice of you, but I don't really remember it was strawberry and
We're gonna up and Gemini having that same problem, and I fix it. The same fix that I fixed mine by using Google documents.
Breaking news.
have some breaking and very sad news. The Trump administration is now taking immigrant children out of their foster homes, some as young as infants, and throwing them back into detention facilities. This isn't happening at the border. This is happening inside American communities. In just the last few months, at least 500 children have been ripped from their caregivers. In some cases, agents have walked into homes in plain clothes or even showed up at schools to question children. If they flag any concerns or find any immigration violations, the child is taken. Some of these kids are just months old, others are 10, 11, and 12 years old. They are not accused of any crime whatsoever, but they are being treated like criminals. This is the revival of family separation. Only now it's quiet, it's bureaucratic, and it's happening to children who've already found safety, love, and support. The United States is taking vulnerable children and putting them back into custody, back into trauma, in the name of enforcement. It hasn't breaking and
All my life I've prepared for this. They're not slick. I know exactly who that is. Fairies.
And let me be clear, if Donald Trump wants to jail our governor for defending our Constitution, and let me be clear, if Donald Trump wants...
The Bible says in Isaiah 40:31,
I met a woman, a single mother, who was walking out at 5:45 a.m. to get in her car. 7 agents surrounded her. They took her in a car, in essence kidnapped her, driving her around for almost 2 hours until she finally convinced the agent, because she has 3 young children, a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and an 8-year-old, that they needed to get to school, and there's no one to help them get to school. She was finally allowed to call her oldest daughter, who was interrogated by the agent and threatened. And they threatened her after they dropped her off, said, "We may be back." Terrorizing this woman, single mother. No criminal record, no criminal background. I met another young woman whose husband...
He is so stupid. Why did he do that? I don't agree to use the military.
Trump gave the order, but this time the army told him no. What just happened in California is historic. General Mark Mellon, one of the most powerful in the country, broke the silence live and issued a direct warning to the president: I will not be part of this injustice. I will not lend him my troops to attack immigrants. And if he dares to cross the line, he faces me. Thus, without filter, the declaration caused a real political storm. Trump thought he could use the military to impose fear, but what he did was to raise a wave of resistance within his own country. The general went even further. He said Trump's policies violate fundamental principles of the Constitution, and that if the president continues this persecution, the military will take drastic measures to protect the nation. Nothing like this had ever been seen before. A general facing a president for defending immigrants. The message is clear. Neither arms, nor power, nor money can be used against the United Kingdom. And this time, not even the army remains silent.
He is so stupid. He is so stupid. He is...
Hey guys, ICE is planning on targeting the following cities over the weekend: East LA, Montebello County, Long Beach, Huntington Park, Elmont, Arcadia, Azusa, Ontario, Fontana, Norwalk, Northridge, Van Nuys, Arleta, Pacoima. They're working undercover as construction workers or city workers and driving vehicles with the company name EXO. Spread the word. Hey guys, ICE...
In response to last week's attack in Los Santos that killed and injured dozens, the United States Congress has just passed the Bullshit Flying Motorcycle Prevention Act, which will formally ban Pegasus Oppressor Mark II, a missile-armed flying motorcycle that has been terrorizing San Andreans for years.
A series about TikTok is looking for agencies, managers, and talent. The White House says TikTok will be banned June 19th and to use Trend app, the US-based alternative. The White
It's official. Barack Obama confirms his candidacy in 2028, and what seemed like a conspiracy theory is now a reality. During a closed Democratic Party meeting, Barack Obama surprised everyone by announcing that he will run again for the presidency of the United States, accompanied by Kamala Harris. And from that moment on, the internet exploded. Millions of comments, reaction videos, and caps, t-shirts, and even flags with the slogan Obama 2028 have already begun.
We have breaking news right now. United States Marines have officially made their first detainment of a United States American civilian and American citizens. The United States Marines have just detained a United States citizen on American soil, according to Reuters. This is bombshell, explosive reporting right now. This is an image of an American citizen being detained temporarily by United States Marines on United States soil. This is an image from Reuters.
My name is Danny Jackson. I'm a U.S. Army veteran having served in the 101st Airborne Division in Vietnam, 1969-1967. On Sunday, myself and a number of other folks from San Diego were at the front gate of Camp Mountain.
Breaking news. Para la versión español, por favor, espérese hasta el final. ICE has expanded their targeted enforcement operations across Southern California, adding more cities to their raids starting tomorrow, June 13, all the way through the weekend. These new confirmed cities are Torrance, Wilmington, Carson, San Pedro, Lomita, Gardena, Inglewood, Hawthorne, Lawndale, and Lenox. If you live in any of these areas, stay safe and alert. Or if you have family and friends in this area, share this video with them. And as a reminder, you have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney. I'll be back with more updates tomorrow. In the meantime, share this with your friends and family. Be safe and stay strong. May God bless you. Última hora. ICE agrega más ciudades a las redadas que comenzaron hoy, junio 12 de 2025.
From what I read,
You will die tonight.
LA is officially on lockdown. Coming downtown, they said everybody has to go home, including the homeless. That's how bad it is. And it's only going to get worse. LA is officially on lockdown. Coming downtown, they said everybody.
for a president who is flailing and panicking and literally calling in the troops to try to wage a physical war against his own people because the people are against him and he has no idea what to do about it. What we are seeing right now in California is a president panicking. We have never in
how do you bring any food to life?
13-year-old Bule becomes the world's youngest prisoner. A 13-year-old boy from Texas might hope.
If you don't want Jesus, let's pray for this Friday, June 13th. Share this prayer with your friends. On Friday, June 13th.
Breaking news, it has now become law you wear deodorant, making it mandatory or face jail time.
Thanks, Jennifer. Individuals who walk the streets without deodorant are subject to a smell test. If it is deemed used, fines or jail time may occur. This includes going to work smelling musty, or as people in the workplace call it, that musty coworker. The second law signed by the White House this week. The administration plans to comment on this topic on Wednesday. Breaking news, it is...
He is so stupid. Why did he do that? I don't agree to use the milk.
Look, I know I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but I saw a couple videos this week. I was like, finally, we're doing something right. I saw a video of God saving showing up.
I want to see how many people agree that Donald Trump is the worst, stupidest son of a bitch you could ever possibly have as a president of the United States. I want to see how many people think you need to be.
Yeah, I have.
A monkey email.
We have some serious news right now. Another U.S. citizen has been detained in an immigration raid. This time, a U.S. citizen with a real ID was handcuffed and held in an immigration raid before being released. The video of the arrest was captured by Noticias Telemundo, and it showed agents grabbing Leonardo Garcia Venegas, who's 25 years old. He was at a job site in Foley, Alabama. They bent his arms behind him. People on camera were yelling, "He's a citizen." They took his ID from his wallet and proceeded to tell him that it was a fake ID despite it being a real ID. But apparently if you're Hispanic, a real ID may not work anymore. Garcia told Telemundo that they, quote, grabbed him real bad, that the handcuffs were placed, quote, very hard on him. He was released after giving his arresting officers a social security number, but make no mistake, he was detained nonetheless. He was born in Florida.
100 days ago, Donald Trump came to this Capitol. He swore.
Connecticut comes breaking news. Actor and wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been arrested by the police at his home, and the reasons of his arrest will leave you shocked.
If ICE comes to your home, do not open the door right away. Request that they present to you valid warrant to search your home. They can insert that warrant underneath the door. If you look at the warrant and it looks like it's been issued by a court, you can open the door. But if you are not presented with documents like that, you can continue to speak to the officer behind closed doors. Do not talk about your status. You do not have any obligation to answer anything to them. If ICE comes to your home,
Tonight, Governor Gavin Newsom is delivering a major address. Let's go now to the governor's speech.
Kids afraid of attending only graduation. Trump is pulling a military dragnet all across our states, well beyond his stated intent. Just go after violent and serious criminals. His agents are arresting dishwashers, gardeners, day laborers, and seamstresses. That's his witness masquerading.
The grandmother is arrested on gunpoint on regulations outside her home. Accused of being a fugitive who violated her parole. One that brought him, they have a long woman. The grandmother of 12 and the great-grandmother of 2 wasn't and has never been in trouble with the law.
This granny says she is in
They tell her they have an arrest warrant for parole violation.
Yes, for you.
You know who I am? Rosa. That's not who I am. Definitely Carol Rosa. I can prove who I am.
So they're looking for Carol Rozak, but what's your name?
Denny Lynn McCarthy. There are 6 people standing there with rifles pointed at me, threatening to tase me, threatening to hit me.
Penny McCarthy says marshals were carrying this image of her from Facebook. But this is the mugshot of Carol Rozak, reportedly convicted of bank fraud. Rozak has green eyes, Penny has blue eyes. At one point, Penny feared this was an elaborate fraud.
I'm sitting there thinking, I'm definitely getting killed. I'm being kidnapped.
She was hauled away to a federal detention center outside Phoenix.
Changed the whole time and strip searched 3 times. I am a victim of childhood abuse. I was spent over 20 years in counseling, getting over childhood abuse.
She says she's been traumatized. After 27 hours in custody, she was released. It was confirmed that her DNA and fingerprints did not match the real fugitive, Carol Rozak's.
I don't feel safe anywhere. There was no reason for them to come after me in the first place.
Grandmother is now suing the U.S. Marshal's Office unless they are not authentic to the ongoing litigation.
For anybody rioting in LA, I'll make this short and sweet. This right here is the 5-0 keychain. Y'all done fucked around and decided now. It's got the American flag. Why? Because we love it. It's got
This is what Man-Child looks like. Sabrina Carpenter is going to sound like.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump's a piece of shit. Everyone in this Saturday, June 14th, is going to be a planned protest in all the major cities. There are even like smaller towns outside of the major cities that they plan to be there as well. So there's going to be a lot of people out protesting. Some people are actually protesting, other people are going to be doing a lot of damage and destruction, as we're already seeing in Los Angeles. And yes, they're going to be deploying the Marines and who knows who else is going to be there. My whole point is, if you can stay home that day, I would do that. That would be the smartest thing for you to do. You're not going to change anyone's mind that day. You're not going to do anything except put yourself in jeopardy. If you have to travel for whatever reason, I would really plan your route ahead of time. I would look at alternate routes. They could be blocking highways. I would definitely have a get home bag, but my whole point is try to stay home. Don't go out. It's going to be weird. We also have the president's birthday. We also have the anniversary.
Breaking news, Disney officially changed the intro song for their movies. Take a listen.
Protesters have taken over Los Angeles, with at least 56 people arrested this weekend as they rallied against Donald Trump's nationwide immigration.
I change you or someone you know don't.
ICE isn't just arresting undocumented immigrants. They're rounding up Spanish-speaking people, no warrant, no due process, and putting them on planes. And they're not sending them back to their country. They're sending them to El Salvador, to prisons, with no way back. Sink in. Not just deported, disappeared. And if a Puerto Rican citizen is on that bus, no ID, no time to speak, no way to say I'm American, they're gone too. If this hasn't happened yet, it could happen tomorrow. That's the danger of having...
Mr. Perry just mocked us for referring to Donald Trump.
Yes or no? No, you're not getting You are not getting the information, bro. You are not getting the information. You are not getting the information. You are not getting the information. Yes or no?
He refused to serve this black police officer, but what he did the next day for revenge will leave you speechless. Mason, a black police officer off duty, decided to enjoy his day off by having lunch at a small local restaurant. What he didn't know was that he was about to experience something he would never forget. As soon as Mason entered, he felt the weight of an uncomfortable silence. He noticed the stares and the muffled laughter from the staff. When it was time to order, the waitress rolled her eyes and told Mason that the restaurant couldn't serve him. Stunned, Mason asked for an explanation, but the staff responded with vague excuses, clearly avoiding the real issue. As Mason pressed for a straight answer, the manager, a strict-looking woman, confronted him. Without giving any valid reason, she coldly told him they wouldn't serve him. She then ordered him to leave before things escalated. But before stepping out of the restaurant, Mason turned to face everyone and shouted, "I'll be back tomorrow, and I promise you, you'll regret this." What Mason did the next day to the staff of that restaurant is beyond belief. His revenge was on a whole other level. And when you find out what happened, you'll...
They took my voice out. And I know what I was, because they didn't want to...
Change your voice with the tablet.
You survived. And
In 24 hours, I'm sending one of you a Nintendo Switch 2.
We have breaking news right now. ICE is preparing to send 5 tactical units to conduct major raids in 5 cities across the country, according to MSNBC. If you live in these 5 cities, listen up, because ICE is coming, according to MSNBC. The first is New York City, the second is Philadelphia, the third is Northern Virginia, to clear exactly what city in Nova. The fourth is Chicago, and the fifth is Seattle. The timeline for when ICE tactical unit...
You dumbass McWorkers put cheese on my goddamn burger.
Lieutenant Claudia.
I want to talk specifically to the rioters.
And the California Attorney General has just filed a new motion. With us now, we have our colleague MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin. Tell us what we know. What is this all about, Lisa?
So, Alex, we're also...
Be very careful if you plan to go outside this Saturday, June 14th, because there are over 15 protests planned all across America. So there is a protest movement called No Kings, June 14th. This is the same day as Trump's birthday, and this is the same day as the 250th anniversary of the Army, which we're supposed to be having a giant parade in Washington, D.C. on Saturday. And advertisements like this have posted up everywhere. Breaking news. Trump's new green card rule is every family's a part, and no one votes of this. Under his new rule, families can no longer file green card applications together. That means spouses and kids must apply separately, even if they've been living here legally for years. The results are sad. parents being split from children, husbands being separated from wives, families torn apart in the name of order. You're seeing real stories. Be very careful if you intend to go outside this Saturday, June 14th, because there are over 1,500 protests planned all across America. So there's a protest movement.
Heads up, effective now, there's a new law that you cannot touch your cell phone while you're driving or if you're in your car in the driver's seat. Basically, even if you have a phone holder, that applies. You cannot be scrolling, putting in your new navigation, looking for a restaurant or a coordinate or something, even if it's on a holder. It has to be completely touch-free. Maybe you can do voice commands through your steering wheel or something else, but you cannot be touching it even to press Siri or anything like that. So be careful.
Attention car drivers, a new law just went into effect in 31 states.
We're scared. All because we are culturally brought in here. And we are who we are, and we love you here. And
If y'all didn't like this man before, y'all are gonna hate him now. Watch this shit before they take it down.
I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine was a businessman, very, very top guy. Most of you have heard of a brilliant businessman. He's seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot. He called me up, and he said, President, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President. President, could I ask you a question? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn factor I take. I said, it's not...
If you drive in the United States, be careful, especially if there are some decorations in your car, such as crosses, rosary beads, or even a simple plush toy. What you hear might change your way forever. Today, June 8th, you might become a criminal and be hung on the cross. Yes, you might. What would happen if Americans went to Mexico, into Mexico City, started waving the American flag around, and burning cars and destroying the...
How to find a person's location?
Get out of here. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to stay right here. I said leave. You want to this?
Apologize right now, or first day will be your last day here.
You can hear about it very soon.
You will apologize to my niece. I'm sure you'll be facing criminal charges on top of losing your job. Sorry, sir. I went to get the new quarterly reports and I was charged. Excuse me, Miss Wilson. Do you know this man? Of course. Try to interview with the agent. Leave my phone alive. Dumb dog. I don't want to have to bring you, but I had to. You're gonna stand here? Go out into a hot girl summer. Some water in case you get thirsty.
Oreo! 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 No worry, Oreo. Daddy's coming to the rescue. I got you. Just got you.
On the other hand, no one can see your experience. And that's why we were so... Todos tenemos una historia. The most powerful prayer in the Bible is...
There he is. That's the guy that's neglecting your dog. Excuse me, sir. We have a report of animal neglect. When's the last time you'd eaten it?
Just 2 hours ago. I gave him my sandwich. Why?
Yeah, right. You can tell he's obviously lying. That dog probably hasn't eaten for days. Do you have a home for him to sleep in?
may not be considered a home to some, but we make it work.
See, this dog needs a real home to be stuck out here. And Jacob, what are you supposed to do?
They have to take the guy's dog away.
Look, there's a new law that passed. If you don't have a home in this town, you can't have a dog. We're gonna have to take him.
Wait, please, you don't understand. I can't be without him. We all need each other. You see, I was always homeless. I used to have the respect for him. And on one of my moments when I work, but this one was out. He now, he just knows someone else. But when I took one look into his big eyes, I just knew I had to take him with me. I brought Scout home and took really good care of him. I watched him every week. I think the best thing for me, Scout would me and talk. We would get seven. Each would go working place till the famous lady lost that job. And all of a sudden, I got really behind his bills and ended up owing $4,000 for me to pay.
I am calling on Congress to get the U.S. Marshals to the White House and to remove Donald Trump. He is.
Did you know you could actually become a cop in Jeep?
He did from it.
You should know about? No, don't stop talking about drug fraud.
ICE is detaining U.S. citizens, people born here, people with documentation. Just this month, 3 cases made headlines. A pregnant U.S. citizen was detained in Los Angeles.
What are you thinking? You two, let me try anything funny with it. Alright, move. Straight. Both of you. Let's go. Don't move. In the car, now. Hurry up. Now you can stay there. Be quiet. Hey, hey! Hey, Captain. What on God's green earth is going on here?
I'm detaining these kids. Driving that vehicle illegally on a permit or license. Have you lost your mind? Any help to find you?
Where did you come on now, mister?
Sir, this vehicle needs to be impounded. People drive the wrong routes. Jake, these are my tools. When I told them they can drive around this parking lot.
Just kids.
What are you thinking?
You know, 11, if there's a gamer in your life, we've got a new console to enjoy. The Nintendo Switch 2 is being released tonight. Here's the breaking news.
If you don't have a visa or passport, buying medicine is now a crime. Trump has just signed a new law. Without valid identification, you are now banned from purchasing any food or medication in the United States. Bread and cough syrup are now considered restricted goods. And it's not just you breaking the law. Any store that sells to an undocumented customer will face $500 fines or even loss of business license. So what does that mean in real life? A sick child, a desperate mother, and a pharmacy that refuses to let her in. This isn't a border control policy. This is a nationwide urban cleansing campaign.
Breaking news. These deportations, they're not just happening to people without papers, they are happening to people who look like they might not be American. That's it. That's the bar now. You have brown skin, speak Spanish, born in the U.S., but your name's not John or Jennifer. You better be carrying your birth certificate.
ICE has now wrongfully arrested thousands of people for being in the U.S. illegally. Man, they really put the gas. They need to stop it. ICE has now wrongfully arrested thousands of people for being in the U.S. illegally. Man, they really put the gas. They need to stop it.
The ancient brown skin.
Hey, Jacobs, what's the story here?
Taylor, stolen vehicle. Suspect's already in custody. Everything's fine here. You can go home.
Okay, officer, please just give me, it's a big misunderstanding. Just allow me to explain.
Lady, would you give an arrest?
What is the problem?
There's no problem. She stole the car, plain and simple. She's trying to lie her way out of it.
For the 15th time, I didn't steal anything. It's my car. What is she talking about?
She claims to own the vehicle, but the car was reported stolen and there's a different name on the registration.
That is my husband. I'm Rita Mason Jones. He's Reginald Jones. Okay, ma'am. Step out the car. Where's your license and registration?
You don't believe me?
May I see it?
I'll believe it. Here, knock yourself out.
Okay, so the name on the registration says Reginald Jones. Yes, that's my husband, and I'm Rita Mason Jones. Are you aware that the car is reported stolen? Yes, I'm aware it was recovered yesterday. Some kids took it joyriding, parked it on the side of the road, and it ran out of gas. I guess insurance just forgot to notify that it was recovered.
Come on, you don't believe this crap, do you?
The address on the license matches the address on the registration.
Yeah, I know, but the name's different.
That is my husband's name. I added his name to my own after it was issued, officer. Okay, ma'am, do you have any sort of identification with your photo and your full married legal name? Yes, I do. It's in my purse. Okay, let's go retrieve it in the purse. Right this way, please.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
My job.
Let go of me. I'm not your husband now. You don't call me boy like this anymore. Finish up in the kitchen and set the table. And it better be perfect.
Why is there a man handcuffed in the backseat of my car?
Well, while you were getting coffee, I saw him walking down the street with two suspicious suitcases. So I confronted him. He didn't cooperate, so I arrested him.
Woman, I told you that a black man walking with two suitcases across the street is not illegal or suspicious. What part of that did you not understand?
Of course it is. Especially after we saw that drug deal go down.
Now what?
And why are you wearing my badge?
Oh, how else was I supposed to arrest him? I told him I was cop.
So not only you're accusing me, but now you're impersonating a police officer and arresting me.
I'm just doing my civic duty, Captain.
Get out of the car, sir. Oh, my God. Please. Oh, God. I am so sorry. I am... My name is Hakeem Carter, sir. Hakeem Carter, please. Accept my deepest apology. I am so sorry about this. Yeah, man, this is pretty messed up. Look, for what it's worth, again, please, sir, accept my deepest apology. All right, apology accepted. Oh, my God. Hakeem, to appease my ride along here, you mind showing us what's in your suitcase, please? Of course not. I just put my grandma moved to a new apartment. Just because someone proposed. Wow. Looks like we have a real criminal mastermind right here, don't we? Just never know. Hakeem, one more thing. She saw you make a cash transaction earlier. You gave money to a guy. You mind telling us what that was all about? Cash? Oh, Mr. Cauldron? That's my grandma's new landlord. I was paying the deposit for a new apartment. I paid all the cash I had to receive. Okay, I'll show you right now. No. That won't be necessary. I believe. Wow. Well, you remember when you said that you wanted some excitement today?
There he is, officer. There's the boy selling crack and his Mexican accomplice.
Right, relax, lady. Okay, stay back here when you were talking.
Hurry, arrest him!
How's it going? Are you the guardian of this child?
No, sir. I'm just a paying customer of young Marcus.
We received a disturbance call that somebody is selling crack out of a lemonade stand at the park.
Does it look like he's selling crack?
No, it does not. But regardless of how ridiculous it is, I still have a job to do. And besides, it seems like we got a real carrot on our hands here. And should probably report me if I don't at least look like I'm doing something. So, do you mind if I ask you some questions of Marcus?
We're just getting started. Hey. Chill. What's going on? Man, put that thing down. This guy's crazy. It's bad for me. What the shit is it? You can feel it. Hey, let's just talk about it for a second. Tell this idiot to open the gate.
I've been trying to tell this fool that the gate doesn't open. I don't have any codes. Just get in the car and turn around and go the other way.
Here's Diaz, come in, please. I'll Diaz, come back. Can report a disturbance in your area. To make a clear condition with evidence. Copy that. I'll Diaz in pursuit. For now. Caesar, look again, old boy. It's been a pleasure to ever see you again.
Now, whatever.
That's all. Thanks for having my back.
No doubt, bro. That's why I'm really fucking pro. Why do I do something?
I took a lot of guts. Not too many people would have done that.
Down here.
We're just getting started.
Breaking news. Trump's new green card rule is breaking families apart, forcing immigrants to choose between love and legality. Under the new policy, spouses and children in immigrant families must apply for their green cards separately. Joint applications are...
Absolutely, okay. You should be comfortable.
It's like a polycidal.
Absolutely.
I don't think so. Give me this tape. No more skateboarding. No more skateboarding. No more
Are you serious?
skateboard off. Looks like your days of thrashing around the parking lot are over. Why would you do this?
That's a good question. Why would you do that?
Somebody's got to stop it.
What madness, man? You're the one causing all the madness here. You're gonna have to pay for a replacement for him.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, you are.
I saved over a whole year's allowance for this.
How much did that cost?
Over $200.
You see that? You need to replace his skateboard. You understand?
I'm not giving him $200. I'm not giving him 2 dimes.
Oh, yeah?
Really, please. What are you going to do? Arrest me?
Absolutely, I'm going to arrest you.
What?
You're under arrest for destruction of private property. Turn around.
Oh, no. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
No. I don't think so.
Yes, some breaking and very sad news. The Trump administration is now taking immigrant children out of their foster homes, some as young as infants, and throwing them back into detention facilities. This isn't happening at the border. This is happening inside home.
Karen, what are you doing? Why are you putting handcuffs on the corpse? You shouldn't even be touching the body.
If you guys are going to arrest somebody, then I'm going to get his fingerprints and I'll lock him in cell. Because I don't want him coming back from the test.
Karen, stop it. You can't arrest a corpse.
Honestly, let's do this.
Did you see that? Put him back away. I told you.
That is our new police captain. Mayor, you're a captain now.
Listen, man, I'm the police captain to kill. Now land your weapon and uncuff me now.
Right, let's uncover. Up.
Can you please stop harassing these children? They haven't done anything wrong.
Actually, I'm for Jim.
Yes, some Karen. Here's everything coming in the...
Moving into some breaking news now, President Trump has announced a travel ban impacting a dozen countries. It's set to go into effect Monday. The countries include Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. There will also be heightened restrictions on visitors from some other countries. The list comes after an executive order the president signed in January.
The dog gives birth, but then
I'm a voice actor. Say,
Yeah, and all these motherfuckers who...
Flight attendant slaps black billionaire's son. Give God sick.
And what makes you think that he's lying to you? When I called the station, there's no record of him being a handicapped, and he doesn't have a handicapped license either.
Sergeant, let me ask you a question. A disabled girl is crossing the road in a wheelchair when a car hits her. A woman comes out of the car, looks at her vehicle, gets angry, and pushes the girl out of her wheelchair. A lady police officer nearby sees everything and runs to help the girl. She picks her up and puts her back in the wheelchair. The girl says, I was crossing the road when the car came in front of me. The woman angrily replies, didn't you see such a big car coming? You should have stopped. Now my car is damaged. The girl replies, I was crossing from the proper crossing place. The policewoman says, the girl is right. The woman gets even angrier and says, are you taking the girl's place?
What are you two here?
Wait, how do you two know each other? My sister left me here. Who's your sister?
That's your sister?
woman who trashed this place. She's the one who broke my laptop. That's who did that to your laptop? They did say she was the worst. I didn't know you guys owned this place. Oh, this is one of Mom and Dad's? Somebody's in trouble.
Used my credit card to rent this place to throw a party here, which you also trashed.
If it makes you guys feel any better, me and my little bro will have this cleaned up in no time. Of course, you'd be the help. Enough for you. You just never see me clean all this mess. No, it's okay. I need the money. I need to get a new laptop. Becca?
Alright, playtime's over. Let's go.
Whoa, better go.
And back off, Jim Freak.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Hey, that's my wife.
They should learn to cherish her like the queen she is.
So what are you? Her savior?
No, I just like to see women abused. And if you don't like that, we can take it outside.
Nicole, let's go.
No.
I said let's go now.
I said no, Chase. I'm done putting up with your abuse over the past years. It's over. I'm done.
You're done? You're done? You know what? You can have her. I don't want her anymore anyways.
Hey, you okay?
Attendees at Thursday morning city council session were caught off guard. Council member Miguel Arias tried to...
You go by yourself. Not my fault, honey. Hey, don't you talk to my daughter in that way. Hey, pal, who do you think you are? I think I'm Captain James Poole of the Maple Park Police Department. Well, all right, Mr. Captain, just relax. You know what? Why don't you go quick, open the door for my daughter, huh? Okay, no problem. Hurry up. Come on, puppy. To your car. Now, move it. Hurry up. I'm going. Faster. Come on. And pick that up. Okay. Give it here. Here. There you go.
We just want to ask you a few questions about yourself, bitch.
Oh, boss, what's going on? You're landing on us? Typical racist white man bullshit.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Look, nobody's accusing you guys of anything. We're just trying to figure this thing out.
Figure it out somewhere else. This is the Raz, man. Trespassing.
Look, son, I don't want to argue the finer points of the law with you, but we are investigating potential capital murders. All right, so we got jurisdiction to scope.
Get the fuck out, man.
All right.
What the fuck you did?
Hey, take it easy. Friendly business. That's what it's about. We're in trouble, okay?
No, it looks like trouble's what you got. You got business big on the risk.
Well,
As I'm concerned, you have the authority for reservation. And now a red girl has been killed on white man's land that should have rightfully belonged to the people to begin with. And you don't see the audacity it takes for you to turn up your point fingers.
I'm trying to find out who killed that girl.
Why?
We killed her. We got nothing to worry about.
Look, we got some breaking news to tell you about an update to a story we have been following in the Bronx. Investigators believe they have located the body of a missing 2-year-old boy. Police say 2-year-old Montrell Williams was taken by his father from his grandmother's house back on May 9th and was never returned. The father later told the mother that he had tossed that little boy into the Bronx.